Gypsy Rose Blanchard is a name that evokes a lot of emotions. She's both a tragic figure and a controversial one, a victim of unimaginable abuse and a villain in her own right.
He wanted to do it. It was a fantasy he lived out, and he's paying the consequences for that.
Gypsy spent her childhood under her mother Dee Dee's strict control. Forced to believe she was sick, paralyzed, and mentally delayed, Gypsy's world was one of isolation and deception. Dee Dee's abuse went on for years, forcing Gypsy into a life of lies she couldn't escape. But when Gypsy met Nicholas Godejohn online, she saw a chance at freedom. Nick was captivated by her tragic story, and Gypsy began confiding in him, describing her suffering and her desperation to escape. And it was then that Gypsy took on a different role. Despite her own trauma, she manipulated Nick into committing the ultimate crime, convincing him it was the only way out. And he, deeply in love and on the spectrum, did what she asked. Gypsy served a 10-year sentence, but Nick wasn't so lucky. He received life in prison, and Gypsy, now free, has shown little empathy for him. She's gone on record saying Nick is responsible for his own actions.
Because he is spending the rest of his life in prison. I acknowledge that I am the reason for that. However, I don't feel either that it's a situation where it's a sympathetic type of situation.
So was Gypsy a victim, a villain, or both? While her suffering was real, her actions left another life destroyed.